everybody, thanks for joining me. Welcome to my channel. My name is Terry. I'm going to show you today my basement growing operation for my flowers and my vegetables that I got started back in January. Today is April 17th, I think, and here's my setup. Obviously we are in the basement. Here's the mechanical, their hot water tank, furnace. There's no windows in here, and all this has been grown from seed right here. I've got two sturdy racks that I purchased from Costco, and I've got all these LED grow lights purchased from Amazon. And let me give you a tour of what I'm growing. Come on. So first of all, my ideal was to plant flowers for all my planters this summer. In hindsight, I got started way too early. I started in January, and I have had to cut these petunias down several times because they're growing like gangbusters in here. So at the top here, I've got some petunias, different colors. They're growing into each other, they're blooming, they're healthy. I've got some strawberries. I did not grow these from seeds. I just bought them at a garden center because I wanted to try strawberries this year for my first time ever. I've just potted them up just to help them start to grow, start to get acclimatized to being in soil, and I'll pot those out in a couple of weeks. Down here I've got some more petunias I started from seed. These ones I started at the end of March, so it's only been in less than a month, and they're growing very well. These ones have not flowered yet, but next year I'll be planting them much later. Over here I've got some herbs. I've got some parsley, some oregano. I have some broccoli here, more parsley. We've got some mint. Those were from seed. These take a lot longer to grow. Up here you'll see my hygrometer where I'm just keeping track of my temperature, my percent relative humidity. We're at 42% down here, just slightly above what's normal for the house. Moving down, again we've got lots more petunias and herbs, basil and thyme. And down this level as well. I'm also trying to rejuvenate some houseplants that I ordered online, and they got shipped to me almost bare root. So I'm just trying to prick them up a little bit to get them going. Moving down here, we've got some geraniums. We've got some that are almost ready to flower. Again, I planted these too early, but they're going to be spectacular when I put them out in the garden. I'm starting my begonias a little bit just to get them a head start before they go into the planter. We've got some cilantro here that's done beautifully. I've been eating from this for a few weeks. And of course the basil, which I'm just noticing here. This one's going a little crazy. I'm going to have to cut some of that basil down. This one's looking a little bit light bleached as well. It might be a little too close to the light. I'll fix those up. I check on my plants twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening, to see if they need water. I do fertilize them in here. I start off the seeds on a heat mat for germination with a very light seedling fertilizer once they have sprouted up a couple of leaves. They don't need fertilizer right away because everything they need is in that seed. When they've germinated and they've sprung up the second set of leaves, that's when you can start. Very light fertilizer. Now over here we've got some flowers down here. These are daturas that are already developing huge flower buds here. We've got here's some of my vegetables. We've got some jalapeno peppers that are doing really well. Jalapenos, of course, like lots of warmth and moisture, so I'm keeping those well. Got some celery here, which I wanted to try for my first time ever. This I planted from seed, and it's doing quite well. That I started at the end of January. Again, not knowing what to expect. This is my first time. I'm a newbie at this, really, for indoor growing. And they're doing really well. And I've got some jalapeno peppers here. I think seven different jalapeno plants, and they're doing well. We're getting some flowers on them. Back here I've got a nice romaine lettuce, and I've been eating off these. I've planted a few of them, and this is the last one I have left. We've been eating those, and they're delicious. Moving up here, I've got tomato, obviously. We've got some parsley here that I've been harvesting three times already. Just in a regular cup with drainage. Everything has got some drainage on the bottom. Just from the dollar store. I've decided to bring in some creeping Jenny from the backyard in here to get it growing a bit so I can use it for my planters. We've got more geraniums, and again more. I've got a planter done up with my petunias back here just to get it started because I'm running out of room. Up here we've got just some house plants that I've got started. I had a lot of these little babies from this Mother of Thousands, which is kind of a calico plant. I got all those started. They're doing well under the lights. We've got, again, some tomato, and the rest are petunias. In another video, I'll show you what I've been doing with my petunia cuttings because they're getting too tall. I've cut them back about 3 times already. So what I've been doing is I've been taking a cutting and rooting that in some soil, and I'll show you that in another video. But for now, that's about it. That's my setup. I've got all my timers up here. Thanks to the husband who has set up all my electricity for me. We've got another timer over here. And of course we have a fan for air circulation, very important, and it helps to strengthen the stems as well. That's all for today. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you next time.